I'm Roger B. with Team 2Dog RC. When we're flying, we all crash our drones. It's just part of how the world works. So what we're going to do is I'm going to share with you some ideas that we use to make the drones more durable to survive those crashes. One cool trick that we do is we change how we mount our video transmitter antenna. Usually the video transmitter antenna is mounted right on the top here, hangs off the top, and when you're flying, it's the first thing that hits gates, so it gets clipped on gates that knocks the little cover off, or it breaks at the base of the antenna. Here you'll see what I've done is we've mounted these on the arm of your X-style quad frame with two little zip ties holding it really secure. At this location, it's one, secure, and two, it's protected by the arms themselves. So now you don't have to worry about, like when it's rolling and tumbling, the antenna doesn't have to hit the ground at all. This does require that you have a video transmitter with a pigtail, such as the TBS Unify or the Fox Ear, or you can do like I've done. You can take any video transmitter, Dremel off the SMA connector, and solder on your own pigtail so you can get this extra little distance you need here, and it also provides strain relief. As you see, I mount this on the arm in this location. I also mount the control receiver, in this case it's a Spectrum satellite receiver, on the other arm, and being mounted there, it allows a lot of places for to be able to route your wires to be clear of the carbon fiber, which prevents you from having fail-safes. Next, we'll talk about how we mount the battery. I prefer the frames with the bottom mount battery. It doesn't really cause any damage to the battery at all in crashes. But the hard part is, how do you keep the battery from sliding around? 2Dog RC makes these really cool straps with the rubberized coating, but when the straps get really old like these are, even that coating can wear off. The trick that I use is I use a silicone sleeve and cut it into a strip, and I can just slide that onto the battery right where the strap would go, and now you have a nice grippy surface for the strap to hold on to. So now the strap would fit like that, wraps across there, and you have a really nice spot for gripping the battery and holding it in place. Another component that's really prone to be damaged are the ESCs. During crashes, a prop will bend, and during flight, Another component that's really prone to damage are the ESCs. In the middle of a crash, a prop will get bent, and while spinning, it'll swing down and bang on the ESC, knocking components off, and I've even had ESCs catch on fire as a result. There are many techniques that you can use to protect the ESC. There are 3D printed cases that look really cool. People have used battery straps and put a battery strap around the ESC to protect it from the prop from hitting it. But a technique that I use is just take a bead of hot glue and put it right down the leading edge of the ESC. The hot glue is hard enough to prevent the prop from damaging it. Wrap it in tape to make it look good, and you're all done. Another tip is keep your wires short. Often folks will take the wires that are just attached to their components, and if there's extra wire, they'll coil it up and shove it in there. And what happens is when you tumble or crash, that wire starts peeking out, a prop grabs a hold of it, snaps it off, and you're done. So what I do, I don't even worry about plugs. Cut the wires to the distance you need and direct solder them right to the flight control board. That way you don't have to deal with the extra pins needed on the flight control board, which take up space. And the solder joint, if properly soldered, is stronger than any plug would be. I hope these tips work for you. Be sure to visit 2dogrc.com and use my promo code RogerB for 10% off anything at the site. See you at the races.